Here's a look at your daily market report on this Tuesday, the 22nd day of July. Before we get into looking at the markets, got the pre-report estimates for this Friday's cattle on feed report. Of course, besides that report on Friday, we also have the semi-annual cattle inventory report. Of course, everybody knows we didn't get that report last July. That report's being much anticipated to see perhaps if there's any regions seeing any building of the herd or retention of any heifers. Be nice to get those mid-year numbers to see exactly where we're setting. The estimates for this Friday's cattle on feed report on feed numbers, the average analyst guess expected to be at 99.1% of a year ago with a range of 99 to 100. Marketing's pre-report estimate at 96.1 with a range of 95.9 to 96.9. The placement number, of course, that's the one that generally gets the most attention. Pre-report estimate expected to be at 98.1% of a year ago with a range of 96.8 to 101. That 98.1% of a year ago would be notable as last year's placement number for the July report was extremely low. So expecting that to be even lower would be quite substantial. Take a look at what we're expecting around the auction barns today. West Plains, Ozarks Regional Stockyards, they're expecting maybe about 1,000 head. Kingsville's expecting about 1,000 head of feeders, got about another 125 head of cows on top of that. F&T Livestock Market, they're expecting a light run, about 250 head. Lawley Brothers Livestock Market, they're expecting a very light run today as well, kind of a cow day there, about 100 head of feeders or so. Unionville Livestock Market, they're expecting about 1,250 head. They're just getting started there as of the recording of this report. They did have 5 loads of those Rockin' R steers in the offering. They sold right off the bat first thing this morning. 864 to 888 pound steers sold in pot loads, brought from 326.75 to 328.75. Another load of 839 pound steers sold right after that at 330 and a quarter. On Monday, Callaway Livestock Center had 1,140 head, kind of a lighter run for them there. Feeder steers and heifers trading anywhere steady up to sharply higher on a couple of pot loads of 7-weight steers. They had one load, we did mention it yesterday afternoon, 758 pounds at 368.75. Joplin Regional Stockyards on Monday, they ended up having 5,613 head. The steers $2 to $10 higher. Heifers stay to $3 higher. The steers in Joplin 400 to 500 pounds, medium and large ones, $395 to $455. 5-6 weights at $375 to $430. 6 to 7 weights at $342 to $397. 7 to 8 weights at $320 to $359.50. 8 to 9 weights at $313.5 to $328. Some 900 to 1,000 pound steers, $307 to $317. Then 125 head of steers, 1,035 pounds, $305.50. The feeder heifers, 4 to 5 weights at $370 to $427, 5-6 weights at $342 to $380, 6 to 7 weights at $318 to $348, 7 to 8 weights at $310 to $325, some 8 to 850 pound heifers at $290 to $299. Box beef cutout values this morning. Choice up $1.23 at $373.30. Select down $2.32 at $347.73. Those values based on 97 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds. The Choice Select spread at $25.57. Negotiated feedlot trade still basically at a standstill so far this week. Just shy of 600 head reported, most of that outside the 5-state region. The only state reporting anything within the 5-state region so far is Iowa. They reported about 150 head, live sales from 238 to 240. Last week, weighted average price on all the negotiated sales, 60,389 head of them, 238.01. That was up $1 and a nickel from the previous week. Dress sales, weighted average price of 379.51. That was up 38 cents from the previous week. Taking a look at the futures markets at midday on the Mercantile Exchange, live cattle for August 32 lower, 224.90. October 221.12 down 50. December 221.62 down 12. August feeder cattle 15 cents lower, 327.45. September at 327.80 up a dime. October 326 up 2. Lean hogs for August up 67 cents, 108.02. October unchanged at 90.97. December 83.20 up 30. On the board of trade, corn contracts are 2 to 2 3/4 cent lower at midday. September 401, December 419 3/4, March at 437 1/4. Soybeans for August down a half cent, 10.14 1/2. The rest of the contracts fractionally at 2 cents higher. September 10.11 1/4. November new crop beans at 10.28. Wheat contracts are 6 to 8 higher at midday. September 5.50 1/4. December 5.70 1/2. March at 5.88 1/4. Soybean meal for August up $3.60 a ton, $274.10. Soybean oil for August $55.64 a hundredweight, down 43 cents. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's your farm news. This is Tom Hancock.